Now let's go ahead with the details. So as we know, right, this class is for discussing about the Workday HCM, right? So before we understand the Workday HCM, let's quickly talk about the HR landscape in the market currently. So as we know that if I talk about for the Workday consultants, so in the market there is a shortage of the resources who are certified, right? So we have a huge demand for certified Workday professionals, but we don't have as many persons as the market needs. So companies across different areas like finance, tech, healthcare, and retail, they are migrating from their old uh, platforms to the Workday's cloud-based platform. Now, here you see one term called as cloud-based, right? So, what does it mean? It simply means that the Workday is purely on the cloud. I mean to say, the clients don't have to install any kind of infrastructure, right? For the servers, let's say, uh, to handle their data. So data of the client is controlled by Workday. It's stored by Workday, right, over the cloud. So how do they access Workday? Accessing Workday is very simple for the end users, for the clients, like how you access social media sites, right? So on the same lines, you will just have one URL and you just need the authentication details like username, password, or many clients use SSO as well, right? So once you have the details, you are into the Workday system. So you don't have to have any kind of complex mechanism in place. No, that is not at all required. So this cloud-based platform, right? It creates immediate, sorry, it is helpful for the end users as well as the clients to handle their data, right? To use the system for their day-to-day requirements and for different other areas. Like once we go to the sessions, right, at that moment we'll also see that your Workday platform can be easily integrated with third-party systems as well. So as we have various companies, right, which are trying to migrate to the Workday platform or which are already there in Workday system. So we have the huge requirement for the consultants as well, right? So this creates immediate placement opportunities for the individuals having sufficient experience in the Workday domain. So we have different types of projects as well. If I talk about the Workday projects, so we have different types of projects as well. So where we need the different types of Workday consultants. So we'll talk about more about the projects in the upcoming classes, but we have the huge demand for the Workday consultants. So this, if I talk about the market trends, so salaries of the Workday consultants is very competitive. It's very, uh, you know, it's very good as compared to other technologies. Career growth is also excellent here because I have started my career in Workday and I have seen my tremendous growth in last 10 plus years. And also this market of Workday is not matured yet, right? So it's still evolving, it's still growing. So many clients are still getting onboarded to the Workday system. And for the older clients as well who are there into Workday systems, so they are continuously updating themselves into the Workday's latest offerings. So we have a continuous demands for the Workday consultants, right? So as you see here, so it is in demand across all major sectors globally, and it also gives you the flexibility of working remote as well. So for the remote and hybrid opportunities, it's it is it is flexible, right? So for example, in my case, right, so after COVID, I am continuously working from home, right? So it's that much flexible because you know that there is no need of any kind of infrastructure, right? So you just need to have the good internet connection, right? Access to the Workday system and access you will be getting from the client's end as well, right? And then you start working on that particular Workday system. So it has the high availability of remote and hybrid job opportunities worldwide, right? At the last, if you are someone who is certified, then you are highly valued resource globally for the Workday projects. That is the trends we have seen, right? So if you are someone who holds the certification, then you will always be in highly demand. So, so to whom it is this training is designed? So this training is designed for those professionals who are ready to become leaders in enterprise HR systems. So if you are someone who have if you are someone who needs to learn Workday expertise, the Workday knowledge, right? The Workday platform, this training is best suited for you, right? If you are someone who is a business analyst working with the HR domain but want to shift their career to the Workday HCM, then also this training will be sufficient, will be beneficial for you. So all the payroll specialists, right, who want to expand their skill sets, or the consultants want to change their careers, right? So this, and if one more point I need to mention here, that if someone wants to enter into the Workday market, right, or the Workday projects, or as a someone wants to become the Workday consultant, so your Workday core HCM is something which is the entry point. So let's say at the later point of your career, someone of you might shift to Workday integrations, right, or Workday compensation, or Workday reporting, right, or Workday extend consultant. So, but your entry point is Workday core HCM. So first learn the Workday core HCM, and then we shift our gears accordingly as per the requirements we have. But Workday core HCM is your entry point. So if we talk about, what are the skill sets you should have in order to attend this training, right, which will be beneficial for you. So if you are someone who has basic understanding of HR consultant process, then you will be easily relate to the concepts which I'll be covering in the upcoming classes. Now we have, so support team, can you please provide that cohort document where we have the jargons of the HR concepts, right? So please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure, thank you. So once support team provides that link, right, you can open that, and if you are someone who is completely new, who are fresher, right, you just came from the college, then also you can, don't worry, so we have a document in place, you can refer that and just learn some jargons of the HR. So you should have good Excel skills. I mean to say not good, but intermediate Excel skills. You have the good English language proficiency, right? And you should commit yourself to at least 25 to 30 hours of minimum learning. Now, see, this 25 to 30 hours of minimum learning, I'm talking about the live classes which we'll be conducting, right? But you also aim yourself to commit at least, you know, uh, double these hours, the learning from your end as well, right? So whatever we will be teaching, like what we'll be covering in the classes for 1 hour or 1.5 hour on a daily basis, same thing you have to practice, right, after the class as well. So that's why we request participants to give enough time to yourself after the class as well, so that you can revise and you can practice. And what is a if you are someone who has previous ERP system experience, right? Because many of you have PeopleSoft experience as well, right? So your experience, previous ERP system experience is going to surely help you as well, right? So if you are someone who has previous ERP system experience like PeopleSoft, we have Oracle HCM platforms, right? So it is surely going to help you. If you are someone who is familiar with the payroll or the benefits, then also it will be helpful, right? if you have the basic knowledge of business process design. What is a business process? Don't worry if you're someone who's completely new, right? So don't worry what is a business process. We'll discuss all this in the details. So, for example, if you are someone who know what are the steps required in order to complete a process, right? That is called a business process. So if you have the basic knowledge of that, that will be beneficial for you as well, right? And if you are someone who has exposure to the cloud-based platforms, right, like Workday, for example, so that is surely going to help you while training. So if let's quickly talk about the blueprint for mastering the Workday Core HCM, right? So in the first month, you should focus on the foundations and system navigation. Second is in the second month, configuration and organization setup, right? So whatever you learn, we will be teaching in the classes in those 25 to 30 or 30 to 35 hours of classes. You will practice that in the system, right? With the configurations. And then in the next month, you should focus on the hands-on projects, right? So whatever the concepts you have learned, configurations you have done, you will apply the same concept with the hands-on projects as well. Once you are comfortable, right? Once you are confident, once you have practiced a lot in the system, then you will be ready with the certification as well. So certification preparation and real world scenarios, you can focus in the month 4, right? So here we have, so see, we are not saying that you should go for immediate to the certification immediately after the training class. No, prepare yourself accordingly, right? We'll provide enough materials for you after the class as well, so that you have the fair experience, the good experience in the Workday concepts, and you can easily, you know, crack the certifications exam. And one more thing to note is that these, so whatever the course curriculum we have in the Core HCM, right? So that is in compliant with the Workday Core HCM, sorry, the training which Workday provides for the Core HCM, right? So your this course is surely going to help you in your certification exams as well. So I'll pause for a moment. Any questions, confusions till now from anyone, please feel free to ask.
So the course is for 2 months, right? So the duration of the course is for 2 months, I guess. And what you the tenant practice you will be providing, is this for 2 months or is it for 4 months?
So support team, can you please confirm on this tenant access?
Yes, we are providing the tenant access for 2 months.
Okay.
So is the training for 2 months, or this is like 35 hours, correct? 33
Yes,
or 35 hours.
that's correct. So it will be of 35 hours and we will be having
So
a
every
class.
day, yeah, so every week we will be having like about 6 hours of classes, like 1.5 hours each day, like 4 days, correct?
That is correct, yeah.
So 6 hours, so how long will it take?
So it will be from 4 to 6 hours, not mandatorily 6 hours, right? So 4 to 6 hours of classes every week. And then, yeah, so it will take around in between, let's say 45 to 60 days.
45 to 60
hours.
days. So, so I see here on this slide, so 4-month path forward towards the certification. So if somebody wants to do it in month 2, at the end of month 2, is that possible or no?
That is possible. If you, whenever you are ready for the certification, right? That is possible for you to get the certifications. It depends on how much time you are dedicating from your end after the training as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
And by the way, so you will be going over the HR business processes as well, not only the system functionality and from that aspect, correct?
Yes.
Because
So
I do
we'll
not have HR background, I have finance background.
correct,
So.
correct. Don't worry. Yes. So we'll cover all the concepts related to the real-time scenarios with respect to the Workday system, right? So you talked about business process. We'll explain what is a business process and how it is handled with respect to the Workday system with real-time examples as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions from anyone?
Is there any placement assistance if we do it from ZaranTech?
Okay, placement assistance. Let's park this question at the end. We'll discuss it at the end. Okay,
Oh.
from the support team. Yep. Okay.
So
Let's
one
move.
other
Sorry.
question. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
So what I see is like everybody who is attending has a vast experience. Like some of them have 20 years, 15 years, right? So what level of in-depth do we go in these trainings? At the end of the training, like, do you think it's going to be enough for them, or is it going to be a very beginner kind of in-depth?
No, it's not a kind of a beginner, but this is the entry point of the Workday world, right? So Workday Core HCM, whatever the modules we have. So for example, I wanted to cover this module as well, right? So these items we will be covering in detail, in depth, right? With real-time examples. So for example, we will not simply, we have something called as org structure configuration, right? Here, we will not simply go through the slides. No, we'll dedicate our time in configuring these organization structures, in understanding these organization structures in the Workday system. So there will be in-depth discussion with the configurations, with practical examples, with real-time scenarios in the tenant.
Good. That's what I wanted, because we can go through the documentation and everything
Correct.
and then learn by ourselves. But if we don't have a hands-on the configuration, it's not going to be making sense. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Sure. Thank you.
And are we going to cover the integrations also here in this training at some point, or just touch
Okay.
upon it?
So integrations, I'll discuss. So give me a few seconds. Okay. So I'll be covering what we are going to cover in the integrations in these in these classes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, also I'm interested to know how the HR analytics work in Workday. Will it be covered in this class?
Sorry, HR analytics won't be covered.
Yeah, I mean the reporting.
Correct. That's where I was coming. So we have reporting. So we'll discuss the reporting in these classes. Now, what type of reporting we'll discuss? I'll confirm that as well. But we'll discuss reporting.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the other details, everyone. We'll take your questions after a few minutes. So these are the core modules or the curriculum of this Workday Core HCM course. So we'll start with the introduction to the Workday HCM, right? We'll navigate to the system. We'll learn system navigations, right? Now see, sorry, I'll go back. So when I talk about Workday Core, introduction to the Workday HCM, we'll discuss about different basic concepts like what is Workday, right? Why do the clients need Workday? What is tenant? How many types of Workday projects we have, right? What is the roles and responsibilities of the Workday Core HCM consultants? So all these kind of basic details we will be discussing in the introduction to the Workday Core HCM classes. Then we have system navigations where we learn how to navigate in the system, right? How to access the system. What are the different options we see and different other details. Once we cover this, then we'll move to our core part of the classes, that is user profiles and access, org structure configurations, employee lifecycle management. When I say employee lifecycle management, it's nothing but from hire to retire. or hire to termination, right? So we'll discuss all the details like transfers, hire, rehire, right? Compensation, different other details. Then we have compensation and benefits as well. Now see here in the compensation, we are not going to discuss about the advanced compensation. Why? Because we have the consultants who especially work on the compensation, right? They have the good compensation learning skills. So they are called as advanced comp consultant. But here we will be only discussing that part which is needed for us to know, right? The basic structure of compensation with, I mean to say, with configuration level experience as well. And then we'll discuss about report. Once we complete all these, uh, all our functional chapters till module 6, then we'll move to the reporting and analytics. And here at this moment, we have something called as custom reports in Workday. In the custom report, now we have different types of reports. If you are someone who have already worked in the Workday projects, you might know that we have different types of Workday reports. And we have dedicated consultants who especially work on the reporting area. So in these classes, we are not going to cover all the reports. We will be covering only that custom report, which is essential for us to know, which is essential for Workday Core HCM consultants. And that report type is called as advanced custom report. So we'll be discussing here the advanced custom report in detail, in depth, with different functionalities we have. Plus here we'll be discussing one more thing, one more area we have, which is called as calculated fields. So what is calculated field? Why do we use it? Don't worry as of now, right? Just remember a term called as calculated fields. We will be discussing that in detail. We'll take 1 or 1.5 classes just to learn the cal fields, just to have the good exposure on the cal fields. We'll cover that as part of reporting. Once we cover this, at the end, we go with the integrations as well. Now we'll take around 4 hours of classes just to learn the integrations. Now, why we are learning the integrations, right? Because even though we are a Workday Core HCM consultant, it's because this course has been designed, right, by keeping in mind that you all will be working in the real-time projects, right? Now, see, integration and data migration, integration is not part of the Workday's provided Core HCM training, but we provide it. Why? Because at the end, once you will be working with in the project, right? So you will be dealing a lot with the Workday integrations consultant. You will be working closely with the Workday integrations consultant. So in that particular case, you should not feel alien, right? You should understand the concept, what they are trying to say. So in these classes, we'll learn, we have different tools of integrations, like we have EIBs. So we'll go in depth with EIB. We have connector. So we will go in depth to one of the connectors. Then at the last, we have one more tool called Studio. So Studio, we are not going to touch at all in these classes. Studio is available, right? It's provided from Workday to design complex integrations. So we will not go to the Studio level activities. Then at the last, which is not included here, we'll talk about the configurable security in the Workday system, right? So how to secure the data. So for example, once you have access to the tenant or to the system, so you should not see the salaries of all other employees, right? You should not see the SSN details of all other employees. So how the data is restricted, how the data is stored, we'll cover in the uh, security configurations in the system. Okay. So once we have the
Just
class.
one
Sorry,
quick
please go
question.
ahead.
Sorry.
Yep. Please go ahead.
So I hope that like, okay, there is no coding required, like, in any of these things like we talked about, correct?
Right. See, uh, till
Is
here,
this all
till
functional, or like is it like very technical where the coding is required when it comes to the custom reporting or integration, or like, in
okay,
these two?
sure. So till reporting and analytics, there is no coding required. But for the integrations, there is um, we have something called as XSLT. XSLT is a programming language which is easy to learn, right? You can learn the XSLT in 15 days or in a month. So that expertise is only required for integrations. So in these classes, I'll guide you from where you can learn the XSLTs. But don't worry. If you are someone who's completely new to the coding, don't worry. If you want to work on the integrations, you can easily learn that, and then you can apply that concept in the integrations.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's move to the next things. We provide different types of trainings, right, on the different areas as well. So we have the self-paced online modules training program as well, right? So where the learners can access they can self-learn with the online videos we have. So we have a portal called as LMS. So once you are registered for the training, right? So we have something called as LMS, a portal where you can have all the videos available. And this is applicable for these upcoming live sessions as well. So we have this live instructor led sessions, right? Which we will be uh, going through, right, in the upcoming classes. So uh, so let's say for a particular day, as soon as the class ends, so there that session will be recorded and it will be placed in your LMS portal. So how the LMS portal looks like, right? What are the different options we have in the LMS, that will be explained later by the support team. Then we will have the weekly lab assignments as well, right? So it says weekly, but what happens is as soon as we cover a certain item in the class, right? So there might be scenarios where you will have the daily assignments as well. Right? So it depends what chapter we are covering, right? What topic we are covering, what we have completed. Based on that, you will have the real-time assignments as well. Then we have we also collaborate with peers, right? And we also have the real-time Workday implementation project guide as well, right? So at the end, once you are so that guide, I mean to say that project which you have to create in the system, so that will be there in the LMS, right? So you can refer that and start working on the project as well. So as soon as your training ends, apart from the assignments we have for each module, so that you have a good experience on the real-time scenarios. You will also have the 24/7 access to the Workday tenant. What is a tenant? If you don't know, don't worry. It's a system where you will practice the configurations, right? So we have the dedicated Workday environment to practice all the configurations which we have learned in the classes, live classes, right? So you will have 24/7 access. And one more thing. So see, once we start the classes, we will be discussing uh, different options we have in the Workday tenant. But you need to know one more thing, that during each Saturdays, right? So each Saturdays of the week, the tenant is down for few hours. It's because of the maintenance window, right? From Workday's end. So you might feel that your tenant might not be accessible for few hours on Saturdays because of the maintenance from the Workday's end. Otherwise, you will have 24/7 access. And okay, so once you practice, right, so you will be a capable Workday HCM architect, right? So you will have the skills as per the live sessions we have, and you will be fully prepared for the official Workday Pro HCM certifications exam. Now, what are the how this exam takes place, right? So what is the prerequisites, then what are the types of questions we have, right? What are the steps? Those will be discussed after a few minutes by Abhigyan. So I'll leave this certification for now, right? So once you are certified, then you will have you will build a portfolio of real world project implementation knowledge. Why? Because once you're certified, you will have the certification, right? And you have already practiced a lot, so you can become a full-fledged Workday core HCM consultant. For certifications, let's hold on for a few minutes. We'll discuss after a few minutes, right? So you will be able to design and implement the Workday HCM solutions, right? After these classes, you will be able to configure the different complex scenarios on the business process, the workflows we have. You will know how to manage the employee data, right? How to manage the organizational level data in the system. Then you will also be able to create the advanced reports in the system, and then you will be able to troubleshoot and the support the Workday implementations as well. So now, so we have a term called as support, right? Or troubleshoot. So we'll discuss this once we go to the the classes. So what will be your day-to-day activities as the Workday Core HCM consultant, right? But you will be able to troubleshoot the issues as well uh, after the training program. So these are some metrics we have tried to show you, right? So we have a good percentage of there are 85% of chance that within 3 months of completion of your certificate, you will be placed to any of the leading implementation partner companies. So we have the companies who are called as the Workday partner companies. You might know this, right? So you cannot get the certification outside of like anywhere in the market. It's a closed thing. So certifications, Abhigyan will explain shortly, but you will have the 85% of chance to get placed in the leading implementation partner companies within 3 months of the completion of the certification. There is a 95% chance of certification success rate, right? So as soon as we complete the training, if you are going for the certification, this is what we have observed. So you have 95% of chance to pass the certification, right? And again, it depends on how much effort you have given after the training classes, right? So as soon as a class ends for a day, that's I was telling right after few minutes ago, as soon as class ends for a day, you should practice at least 2 to 3 hours on a daily basis in the tenant. Revise all the scenarios which we have discussed, right? And then try to practice that as well in the tenant. And we have a very high rating, you know, from alumni as well for this particular course. So, so see, our goal is not just to teach you the skills, right? Our goal is just to ensure that you achieve the Workday Pro HCM course certification, right? So that's our end goal, because um, getting the certifications is very tough, right? We have very limited options. So our end goal is that you have the certification and then you are deployed to the projects as well. So that's why we have designed these classes, right? So we'll be covering, you will practice and prepare, you will practice the items a lot in the system, right? We have the practice tests as well with which is based on the exam pattern, right? With this particular core HCM concepts, we'll discuss that. then you will have one-to-one mentoring sessions as well in case you are having any issues for your exam readiness program, and you will have full-time access for your study materials as well. Plus we will be providing some kind of question banks as well.
Guys, 1 second. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, we see your inbox.
1 second. I hope you. I have shared this cohort link. 1 second. In the chat window. I hope everybody can see and open it. I hope everybody is able to, open the link to the doc.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think already, let me explain you that what things you get along with this training. Okay. So this training is overall, 35 hours duration of the training course, where you'll be getting 2 months of tenant access, which you can use like 24/7, which is mentioned there. Okay. And from the time we release you the tenant, from that time it will be provided to you for 2 months. Okay. This training duration will be going for 6 weeks to 7 weeks of time frame. Okay. So I'll start from here. Okay. I hope everybody can read this. Okay. I'll just give 1 minute of time frame. If somebody can read this. So since everybody knows globally that Workday certification is not open, you have to work with a Workday partner company or customer company, then only, you have the opportunity where you can reach out to your employer, and if in case they are okay, then only they're going to sponsor for your certification. You cannot take the certification, just like you wanted to go for the certificate, you cannot do it. That is, it's a locked system for Workday globally. It's a common process. I hope some of the people who are already working in Workday, or somebody who are working in other modules, PeopleSoft, I would say, or Oracle Fusion or SAP, they knows how the Workday certification works. But ZaranTech is the only company where we are, associated with some of the Workday partner company, okay, where they can, help you, or I would say they can open the door for you, where you can go and take the certification without having any experience in Workday also. Okay. So after your training, we'll refer you directly to the official Workday staffing partners. Then you pay them the certification fee, and they will get you certified. Okay. See, when it comes to the Workday HCM certification, you can see normally the standard process. Okay. When you go and take the training, okay, normally you cannot do that because it should be employer sponsored and you should be associated with a Workday partner company. That's how it is. So you should be normal standard training. What we are charging you $699, right? So the training Workday gives you at $6,400, which is like, Workday HCM core for the admin and Workday HCM core supplement for admin. Okay. 4 days training, 4 days trainings, $3,200, $3,000, which is like $6,400, where you get, the certification, which is cost as the $800 for the exam credit, which is the actual proctored exam. So you have to understand, any certification you take in Workday, okay, it is going to charge you $800 USD for 1 credit. 1 credit means it's a 1 attempt to go for the certification. So for example, if you're willing to go after this certification, you have to go for the certification called as Workday Pro HCM Core Services Certification. Okay. There are other certifications are also there in HCM, Workday Pro HCM Reporting is there. Okay. Pro HCM Data Loading is there. Like this, other modules like integration has Pro Integration, Studio has Studio. Okay. Like that, finance has Workday Pro Financial, procure to pay, contract to cash, record to report. For payroll, Workday US payroll certification is there. Like this, there are all the modules are there, which are the different pro certifications. Okay. After this training, it is a core module. You have to understand. You have to go for the Workday Pro HCM Core Services certification only. Okay.
So if you can
Go ahead,
please
please.
scroll back up.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just a second.
Okay, so I see these are 5 different types of certifications, correct?
See, okay, if I go to the list, right? Okay.
No. So what I wanted to understand is, upon
Mhm.
completion of this training,
Hmm.
Which one out of these 5 that we
This
are
one,
seeing?
this one, because this is
Eh,
the step,
Oh,
first step.
so these 5 boxes are not like different certification. These are all part of this one certification, correct?
See, I will tell you, any certification you go, right? Okay, the first step for HCM is this one only. For example, HCM data loading certification is also there, but there are eligibility criteria to go for the HCM data loading certification. You have to be certified in Workday Pro HCM Core first.
Okay,
Then you
okay,
have to get
okay.
certified in the Workday Pro HCM reporting. Okay, so you can understand with the term, it's a core. It is mentioned as core. Okay, so the first step, anybody who are new to Workday, after this training completion, you should go for the Workday Pro HCM Core Services certification only.
Okay, got it.
So
Okay.
this is like a primary module or certification that you need to complete before we go for a
Yes.
second level of
Yes.
certification. So
Exactly.
it's like a
Exactly.
core
Exactly.
HCM.
Exactly. See, certification is your choice. You have to understand. There are a lot of people who might be taking the training in Workday HCM, okay, and they might switch their profile later stage into some other different functional module. Right? If they're coming from finance, they might go to the financial domain. If they're coming from the technical side, they might go for integration. Okay, certification is your choice. But normally, if somebody asks me that after this training, if I want to go for certification, then you have to go for this certification only, which is called as Workday Pro HCM Core Services Certificate.
If you are like going as an HRIS admin, you don't need a certification. If you're going as a consultant to do the configuration, then certification is an added advantage, I
See,
guess, right?
because you have to understand these days when you look out for any kind of project requirement, right? Okay, see, as I mentioned you, that we are associated with a lot of staffing partners and consultancies also, who are already a AMS, Workday AMS partners, Workday innovation partners, they are there. Okay, so they will be having a lot of job requirements. Okay, but only thing they will ask you most of the time whether you are certified or not. Certification gives you a different value. It's an added value to your current profile. I mean, I have seen a lot of people who are having an ample amount of experience in Workday, but they are not certified. But I have seen people who might be, less amount of experience, but they are certified. So their profiles gets more value just because of the certification. Because certification is not an easy. Workday certification is not open. You have to understand that. Okay. There are people, before who works in a project with any of the Workday partner company, but they are not certified. It takes them almost like 3 to 4 years, 5 years to get certified. That's how it is. Okay. But here you are having an options where we are opening the door for you, and we are the only company globally who have this opportunity. Nobody. I mean, people who are already working in Workday, they knows how the certification process works. Okay. So that's how it is. Okay. Now somebody
One
was,
thing,
yeah, go ahead,
one
please.
thing I asked you about is
Mm-hmm.
like the system that you're providing the tenant
Mm-hmm.
that we are getting. Is it a
Mm-hmm.
pre-provisioned or is it
It's a
like
GM, it's a GMS tenant. Okay. So if you go to this cohort, you can see there is a video. Okay, you can see
Hmm.
the Workday tenant walkthrough. Okay, in this tenant, you can practice all this module: HCM, payroll, finance not all, because there are advanced module in finance also, which is like financial accounting center, the grant management. Those things you cannot practice because those are implementation tenant. Okay, so this is a GMS tenant where you can practice HCM, payroll, integration, studio, and finance. Some of the basic modules you can practice.
How about recruitment? Do
Yes,
we
yes.
need
See,
to know the recruitment is comes under?
anything comes
Mhm.
under HCM, you can practice in the same tenant.
Okay, okay, gotcha. Okay, talent is a part of HCM core.
Yes, yes. I mean, anything comes under HCM in payroll, you have the time and absence, right? So all those things you can practice in this particular tenant.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. And one second, just I will go to the chat. In the chat, you can see we have developed this platform. Okay. I'll showcase you. Now, this is the most important post I want to showcase you. Okay, just a second. This link has been already shared in the chat. You can see we have developed a platform which is called as Workday Pro Certification Practice Test Platform. Okay, we are the only company who has developed this platform. Okay, where you can take up to 20 to 25 certification, whichever certification you want to go for. We have built a practice test platform. Okay, you can see there is a video. Okay, and you can see people have posted their comments here who have cleared the certification, you know by taking the practice test platform with us in the first attempt. And I am the person who takes care, you know after the training is over, right, the sales team will be introducing you to myself, and I'll be introducing you to this partner company, and I'll guide you from the beginning till the end that how to clear the certification. Okay, so I know in and out, okay, about this process. You can see, there are people who have, given their.
So you're saying you're going to partner with one of the Workday companies and get us certified. With that certification, if we appear for any other employer who is like, if we attend any interview or any stuff, is it an assumption that we have been working in that company and
Okay.
then taking the
Okay,
certification?
I will explain you how it works. Okay.
Yeah.
See, Workday certification is only possible from a Workday partner company. Nowhere you can get it. Okay. Any company who has implemented Workday, through them only you can go for the certification. It's not like that you want to pay and you can take the certification. Okay. So when we introduce you to the partner company, right? Okay. So you will be on the temporary affiliate agreement with them. Okay. Where they will be setting up your community access. This is how it looks like. Okay. Learning center, they will give you the learning center. Okay. So you have to understand, right? They will be setting up all the things. Okay, they will take care of your employment, everything till the time you are getting certified. Okay, so they will be generating your LMS ID also. Okay, so everything they will take care. Okay, so you have to understand, this is official Workday certification I'm talking about. Okay, so when you come to clear the certification, okay, you just go for the interviews. Okay, and if you get a project, right? Okay, obviously Workday projects are available with the Workday partner company, right? Okay, so whenever you get a project in any other partner company, you have to get offboard from here and you'll be getting onboarded. And to get offboard and onboarding, they need your LMS ID. And every partner company, wherever you work, they create a LMS ID for you. Okay, so you have to provide that LMS ID to the other partner company, and to get onboard there, you have to get offboard from there. This is how the entire process works. Okay, after the completion of the certification, you'll be getting a badge which will be generated from Credly account. Okay, so that is what, once you complete any Workday certification, you'll be getting a badge from Credly and your LMS ID and your email ID, the domain ID. That is enough. That will be the only thing. There is no proper certificate which Workday gives. Okay, it's a 2-hour proctored exam. Okay, which you'll be taking, right? The proctored exam, how it works. You should be, isolated in one room. There should not be any movement of your eyes here and there. There should not be any application running behind your system when you're taking the exam. It's a very secured exams. Okay, so normally when you set up your exams, right, there will be steps mentioned in the learning center that how to take the exams and all. Okay, so that's how it works.
To the previous question that someone asked, so we have to get onboarded to other partner company for the certification, right?
Yes, see, whenever you complete your training, right? Okay, see, you have to understand, simple. The training, what Workday charges you $6,400, we are charging you $699. So after the training completion, whoever, at any point of time wants to go for the certification, our support team or sales team will introduce you to them, to me. Okay, and I'll be introducing you to the partner company. Okay, so see, I will tell
that is okay. My question was different. So you said you were talking like said you will be onboarded to the partner company to get certified, right? So will that be considered as an experience for us? Like,
okay, see, I will tell you. Okay, see, when you work for any company, see, normally how it works, I will tell you. When they will ask you, they might ask you from where you took the training. You'll be mentioning ZaranTech. Okay, where you took the certification, you are associated with XYZ partner company. You'll be mentioning. Okay, so you have to tell them. Okay, see, tell them that you're working on a project with that partner company. That's how it is. Okay, you will be working. See, some people worked as a freelancer also. Some people will be working as a contract also. And obviously, I told you, right, when you'll be getting associated with them, they'll be sending an agreement, mentioned as temporary affiliate, employment agreement. like that. Okay.
So my question is, will that experience be considered? Can
Yes,
be included on
yes,
resume?
yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. Yes, because they are the
See,
officially they are the officially partner company, right? I'll be introducing you to them, right? You can go to the Workday directory and you can check the certification list there itself.
yeah, but the thing is, when the credit list shows that you're certified on so and so month, that is what any partner or any client will know that you have got certified on so and so month, right? So, but
Yes.
yeah, so it doesn't matter how much experience you show in your resume, but
Exactly.
yeah,
See,
it's a
their
fact
main
thing.
consideration is whether you're certified or not, right? Okay, so that's how it is. Okay.
Makes sense. Thank
Because
you.
because see, for example, if today you are working for one company, Cegna, I would say, okay, now tomorrow you get a project with Accenture, right? Okay, so when you're getting a project with Accenture, you just have to provide your LMS ID and your email ID, which was created through the domain of Cegna. That much only they will ask.
Hi, I had a question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
So, is there a tenure that is there to be onboarded with the partner company? For example, I answer my I take my certification, and I clear that. And how long will I be onboarded with the partner company? To
Well,
say,
okay, see, I will tell you right now, the partner company which we are referring, okay, they'll be sending an agreement where it will be mentioned for 3 months. Okay, because you have to understand the main motive why we are introducing you to the partner company to help you to clear the certification. Okay, so make sure you should complete the certification within 3 months of time frame once you pay to the partner company. Okay,
okay,
that is the agreement, they will be sending it to you.
okay,
That's how
and
it is.
then within those 3 months, I need to find a job for myself to provide the LMS ID, or
See,
how
I
does
will
it
tell,
work?
okay, for example, see, your LMS ID and email ID will be there always with you. Tomorrow, if in case you're not working also in any of the partner companies, still, for example, after 6 months, okay, you are not working, you are unemployed, okay, you have to understand. Now, after 6 months, you're getting a project with any of the partner company. They will be asking you what was your LMS ID. You'll be giving that LMS ID, they'll be asking you what was your email ID. You'll be giving that much only. See, when you are working with a partner company and already getting a project in a different partner company, that's an easy way. You just have to get onboarded there to get offboarded from here. Even though if you're not working also, right? Okay, it is, you just have to give that LMS ID and the email ID to them to get you on board there. That's how it
Okay.
works. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you're working or not working. End of the day, whichever job projects you are getting in future, they'll be asking your LMS ID and email ID just to cross check, whether it's that employee ID was created or not. That's how
Okay.
it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Understood everything. The
Mhm.
thing is, like, for example, if we were able to get the certification but did not get the job, is there a way that we can extend the tenant access?
Tenant access is nothing to relate with the certification, I meant to say.
Yeah. But see,
Okay.
we want to practice and have a little bit more
Okay.
hands-on, right?
I will tell you. Okay. See, we give you 2 months of tenant during the time frame. Okay. If somebody requires tenant access apart from that, then you have to pay $149 for 1 month. If you're taking 2 months, it is $298. If you're taking for 3 months, it is $387. If you're taking it for 6 months, it is 500 something change amount. Okay. It is like that. We have that option. Okay, because we are not hosting the tenant, because we are not, you have to understand, a Workday partner company, we're getting it from the third party Workday partner company who are providing it to, and they charges this cost.
Understood. It's fair because, when you're
Yes,
accessing that, it's up to
and
us.
we are
Like,
not giving a shared tenant also, we are giving it 24/7 with a dedicated user ID and password, right? That's how it is. Okay, and moreover, I was explaining you, okay, so we have developed a platform which is called as Practice. There is a video you can see in the chat window. I can showcase you. It looks like this. Okay, it has all the uh, practices platform. Basically we have developed this platform in, for example, I'll just show you the Workday Pro HCM core. Okay, so we have developed this platform in a similar way how the actual proctored exam happens. 50 questionnaires will be there for 2 hours time frame. Okay, and similarly you can take up to 3 attempts. Okay, so the actual examinations, okay, is $800, one credit, one attempt. If you fail, okay, gone. Okay, there is no second attempt in that. Okay, so but we have developed this platform just to ensure that you can take this practice test, and trust me, we have prepared this platform 2 times, 3 times tougher than the actual practice test. You know how the actual exam happens. Okay, and you can get up to 3 attempts. You can practice up to 3 attempts by paying $199. So basically 50 questionnaires, 2 hours, you can take up to 3 times exams. Okay, and trust me, that's how I showed here, right? You can see here that how the practice test platform has helped the people here. There's a video you can see here. Okay, there's a form how to fill if somebody wants to purchase a practice test, and you can see the feedback and reviews which people have posted here. Okay, I can showcase you one of the review. Guys, any more questions regarding the certification, practices platform, tenant, anything?
So is there a possibility of only approaching you for the certification and not the training?
Okay, I will tell you there is a platform fee which you have to bear, which is like minimum $399 US dollar you have to pay. Now in that $399 US dollar, you can purchase tenant also. You can purchase the practice test also. It's up to you. Because you have to understand, right? We are not getting any benefit from the certification. We are helping people, right? Okay.
Right.
So nobody is telling you to take the live training. You can, but you have to bear a cost, minimal cost, which is $399, which is a platform fee. Now in that you can buy any self-paced training also. You know, you can buy tenant also. Like the sales team is there; they can explain you. But minimal is $399 US platform fee.
Okay, and that's not time bound, or is it time bound?
Time bound instance, I didn't understand your question.
Like $399 for, and I can use that platform for how many days or months?
Okay. See, self-paced video training, any training you take, okay, whether you take the live training or the self-paced, you'll be having the access to the LMS, for 1 year. Okay. So basically you can view the recordings up to 1 year, right? Okay. And tenant, I already mentioned you the cost, which is like 1 month, $149 US dollar. And practice test, if you buy, you have the time frame always, I say, because obviously if you're purchasing something you are willing to do at that point of time or within the same month, or I would say max to max 2 months, right? You're not going to do it after 6 months, right? So that's how it is. Practice test which we take, and you should finish it up within 1 month or 2 months, I would say, whenever you're free. And that's how it is. Videos you can access up to 1 year. Yeah.
So the practice test that you're talking about is a part of the platform, or is it like excluding this and I have to buy
You
for
can
it?
see here. It's a separate. After that, reach out to the. It's a $199 separate you have to buy. See, live training $699 with 2 months of tenant access. Okay, 2 months of tenant access costing us $298, which is a part of the training program live. Okay, where you're getting the recordings, materials, assignments, assessment, and a lot of question banks will be there. Okay, some resume preparation videos also will be there, LinkedIn cheat sheet, all those sample resumes, all those things will be providing it to you. So that's a part of the package. The practice test platform, if somebody wants to go for certification, they can reach out to us, and somebody need, then only. That's how it is. This is a separate one.
And for this 199, what is the duration? As
it's your choice. I mean, that's what I mentioned.
Understand,
so
see,
I mean,
I'm a certified consultant. I have done certification, so I know how this everything works. But
yes,
the thing is, practice test. Sometimes
there is no
the
timeline.
CV
See, I have seen people who came to me after 3 months also. So that time I have to just extend the duration. That's how it is. See, you're paying, right? And obviously you're supposed to get. But my suggestion, practice test platform, you're taking when you're willing to go for the certification, right? Because then it makes sense for you to practice, so that you should be fully prepared to go for the actual certification.
So if this is 199 is separate, what you're saying is you can still take the 199 one without going with the live training. That's what you're saying, correct?
Yes. I mean, somebody asked me the question, if somebody don't want to go for the live training.
The live
yeah,
session,
so there is a platform fee, $399. Platform fee means you can buy this practice test and you can take 1 month or 2 months of training, or you can buy some self-paced video training. That kind of bundle offers we have for the 399.
Okay, we
That
can
sales
talk
team,
about that. Yeah.
that sales team can explain you more in depth.
Sounds good. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm asking you too many questions.
No, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Because this is the right opportunity, then only after the enrollment discussion can happen with the sales team. Any questions, guys? Please go ahead. I'll just stop sharing any questions? Anybody?
So this 199 will include the resume building, everything?
No. See, 199 is for the practice test platform. Now, along with the live training, by default, all the packages, resume building, cheat sheet, there are videos. There is a Workday job readiness program videos, already 5 hours, which has been conducted by a different trainer, before. So already we give that video access to all the participants who wants to go for the live training. Okay. So that, like along with the training, videos, materials, assignments you get, which will be uploaded in the LMS. I think support team will explain the LMS. I think Mayank has already mentioned, but we will showcase. Okay. Not to worry on that point. Guys, we have built a platform called as ZaranTech.teachable.com. Okay. So in that, all the recordings of any Workday or SAP, okay, whenever any batch gets over, right? So all the module recordings will be uploaded there. Okay, I'll show it to you. So this is the platform, how it looks like. Okay. So for example, Workday, you can see the list of the courses. Scroll down one by one. These all training which we have already completed before. Okay. So we are not only associated with Workday HCM, there are more than 25 courses, which we have conducted right now, and going forward, there will be, I believe, 8 to 10 more courses are going to add. Grant management, a lot of modules which we are going to upload soon. So if any point of time, if somebody is not okay for the live training, if they want to purchase a self-paced, we have this platform called as ZaranTech.teachable.com. You can reach out to us and we can help you out on that.
So this teachable platform is it's a separate cost, add-on cost.
This is something you can self-paced. This is just for your good to know information. If sometimes in future, if you are not willing to go for live training, if you want to purchase any kind of this has all the modules. You can see the name: work, absence and time off, advanced comp, everything. Recruiting, all the modules we have in this.
That is what the reason why I'm asking is, like, for example, if I have attended this core HCM, but I wanted to certify in the integrations, can I go through this
yes
platform and
see, I will tell you, normally all these modules, we are not conducting the regular batches always, right? Okay. See, HCM is our core module. HCM, I can tell you that in a month we'll be scheduling at least 1 or 2 batches. Okay. But if I talk about absence and time, I would say hardly in 6 months or 8 months we'll be conducting 1 batches. That's where people who has the requirements, right? That time might be will not be having any live batches. Then you can purchase the self-paced video training. That's how it is.
So this is a separate thing. If we take your live training, can we still get this one, or do we have to?
No, it's a separate. It's a separate platform. You have to understand. These are separate courses and modules. These are called as teachable.com. These are all the self-paced, video training.
How much is this one?
You can go and check. See, if you need all the courses, right? Okay. Like for Workday, we have almost 25 courses. Okay. It is $999 US, 999. Okay. And if you want to go and purchase single courses, it is $299, $399, depending. You can go and check here the price rates.
Okay.
And you already have the preview option also. When you go and click any module here, you can see before purchasing, you can preview the videos and the materials also, what things you'll be getting with this. You can see some sample videos, 1 or 2 session videos. You can see like that. Preview.
What is the URL you have? Is
ZaranTech.teachable.com. Yes.
Okay.
You can see the feedback. You can see there. There is a preview option. All the session wise preview option is there. Okay. So sounds great. Any questions before we conclude the session, everyone? Okay, guys. I think we'll conclude the session for the day. Thank you, everyone, for joining.